Wait, why did it just black? Oh, there we go.
I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, Bill.
hi.
Bell. This is our upgrades for review app. Um, we followed Spencer's instructions and added sign in, but then we also added a thing so we can add restaurants to the list.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna kind of go over the create account. It was kind of already like a template in a sense given to us with the geocache stuff for geocaching. So we went off of that and created the create account. So we created a screen called create account JS. The state in this the class that we created takes in the email, first name, last name, password, and then the confirmation password, and then we also have loading. So we have this handle submit button. So when after people put in their information, this will handle the submit and link it to the database and the server side API, which I'll show you in a second. Um, Pretty much just kind of parses through that. It'll give an error, and after you click submit, it'll go to the sign in page where you can now sign in with the new credentials that you've just made, and it'll reset the state for loading to false at the end. And then we have the render view that we have, which is a scroll view, where um, we have our email, our placeholder, getting the value for the state, and then changing the text as well that shall go into the state, so it's auto updating itself, which is the same thing for the first name, last name, password, confirm password, and then the submit button. And then we also have this touchable opacity that says if you already have an account, you click that to just immediately go to the sign in page where you can sign in with your credentials. And
Which I believe the major page was already designed by Spencer already. We just added all the correct information to pass it on to the server.
yeah. And then here's all the database stuff, how we're posting to the database. We're using the model to get the users, which will link us to the users database in MongoDB. And it pretty much just tells us, like, all right, was the account created? Was it an accepted response, or if something went wrong? So, yeah. And then the other thing we added here to index.js is for the add restaurant, which Aaron will go into now.
Okay. Yeah. So we added the ability to add a restaurant, very similar to creating an account or geocache in total. Very similar into the style. So we have the handle submit. We have the state with everything that's needed. Refreshing. That's which one?
This one's add restaurant. This is the list.
Add. Okay.
Yeah.
Add restaurant. My bad. Pretty easy to understand. Same post, but you have to make a different post since it's going to have another server request. So you have to create another API folder with the index.js inside of it, so you're able to post to it. After looking at the restaurant model, we figured out there's only three things that you needed. You needed name, address, and hours. The great thing about it is that they were already all strings, so it was easy enough to just transfer over the information such. So the catch and that sort of thing is very standard from what we have. And once you finish this, it would then propagate you back to the list.js, which is the part where we added the button to get so we can add another list. The ending kind of stuff. The last little button in add restaurant, I should say. In add restaurant, yeah.
There we go.
We added another button. So it's very similar to the sign-in sort of bottom text of, did you not mean to enter and add a restaurant? You can hit back to list, and it'll send you back to the major list.js, which Dylan added the button. And yeah, would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, so the button here at the bottom? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so pretty much...
It's just a simple navigate. My
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's just a simple navigate. Yeah, in our handle submit, we have it navigate as well over to where we need it to go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
You also added handle refresh for the list.js. Yeah. So we could we pretty much copied the same thing that we had from geocache over and use that same information. So you can do a pull down and refresh the list with what you have going in for when you add the list. Well,
Yeah. So now I think we could go into like the live demo here.
mhm.
So do a create account. So I'll make this my APU email because why not? My name is Dylan. I'm gonna mix our last name, so I'm Dylan Jung.
Young, just
Young.
correcting you.
Then yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
What should our password be? Something silly.
I mean,
Dr. Grissom.
okay, yeah, that
Dr.
works.
Grissom Heart.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is a really, really secure password.
I mean, to make it even more, I would say you'd have to do capital letters. You'd have to do the period for the thing.
So now I'm refreshing the database here, and it'll have the Diatrojet APU, Dylan Young, and then obviously the password is encrypted. So I'm going to type that in here to now log in with those credentials. Dr. Grissom Hart. Give it a second. Now it's loading all the restaurants. I accidentally deleted restaurant 3.
Mhm.
So these are still the same as they were before. We didn't really edit them, but now you could add a restaurant. So we'll do like McDonald's, 6012 Foothill Boulevard, Upland. California.
Okay. Yeah. You're going that far? Okay.
I actually don't know if this is a real address. I made the numbers up. I know that there's
Got
one.
it.
There's one right here, right where I live. But
Okay.
we'll do 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So they get like a 1
minute off?
a 1 minute break. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Like cleaning all of that and everything. Wow.
So now we
Pull the refresh.
and McDonald's is now here. It now has the information. It doesn't have any reviews yet left, so we could just like leave a review just to show that the review function still works with this new restaurant. And then the other thing I'll show you with the add restaurant, that if you want to go back, you could click that go back to list. It goes to here, or you could also click the back arrow too.
One last thing. I think we forgot the new restaurant API call.
Oh yeah, I guess.
And create a count index. They're very similar. They're both post requests and that sort of thing. Yeah, and in console we can most likely remove the console log, but we felt it just useful for our examples.
And
but yeah,
troubleshooting.
that's pretty much it.
Yep. Cool. Bye bye.
Bye. Hope this is better. Hope I can talk.